with 50 carats in my jaw. Oh my goodness. The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime. Yeah. Steve Aoki. Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spring.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Keenum's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Minnesota Vikings. Get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go play action. Cousins. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, Cousins. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll bang that one through. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56, 39.
Now Keenum. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Play action. Now it's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. And the back goes into motion. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And now here's a carry heading left. That's some strong running. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Cousins. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Cousins now on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal here from the 9. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Cousins from the gun on third. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone.
On first down, Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Over. All right, here we go. Detroit.
Working from the gun, Keenum. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Green, 30. Watching now, Barney.
To the air again, Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Watching now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. No. Leopard.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now.
On play action, now Keenum. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Riddick. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Keenum. And the pressure gets to him again. David Irving He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Detroit! Detroit's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Here we go now, Jack!
On 1st down, it's Keenum. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Irving in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Handoff comes to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Keenum sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Leopard! Gone! Now let's go! Green, 30.
After the interception, here's Keenum. He'll buy some time right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down, Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Keenum. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
No, check, Patriot!
From the gun, here's Keenum. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. First down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Shaquille Riddick in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Leopard.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Sua Cravens in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They were direct with us. They said last week his 3 fumbles. We want that to be an aberration. Another one right there, though.
And it's going to drive them crazy because we saw them coaching, and all they talked about the 4 points of pressure when carrying the ball. Fingertips, forearms, biceps, sternum or chest, keeping it high and tight, and they're not getting that done.
All teams go over those points of pressure?
They go over them all the time, and sometimes it becomes 5 points of pressure when you bring the second arm in to cradle the football.
Keenum to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Matt Ioannidis in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. And right now, it's the Lions in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now they'll run it on the toss. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there for Washington. 61 yards on the ground. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Play fake, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaquille Riddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Here we go now. Back to 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Keenum. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Riddick getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Quigley now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now out comes Minnesota. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Shaquille Riddick in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Desperation time for Keenum on fourth. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Give him 22 on that one. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
On first down, Keenum. Open here, Adam Thielen. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now. 56. Over.
Throwing again is Keenum. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Keenum will try again on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. David Irving in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Keenum. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Keenum got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Redskins are going to win the football game. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Washington, hey, they finish a